that's a need that I feel I ought to fulfil and would like to fulfil, and would do it well.
Yes, I haven't got married or whatever. And I suppose, you know, that would have been something which I hoped had happened.
Well, you're getting on a bit. Are you getting worried?
Well, not particularly. I mean, I'm always optimistic. I mean, who knows who I might meet tomorrow.
And in the middle of a conversation about something completely different, he just asked if I'd like to marry him. And if I hadn't been listening carefully, I would have missed it completely.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Till death us do part.
Till death us do part.
Don't argue very much.
Not really. I mean, we haven't really had a sort of full-blown row.
No,
You know, just
our arguments sort of tend to be 2 sentences, and I go off and sulk for 24 hours.
So is Bruce getting any better at expressing his feelings to you?
Not really. By the sound of that.
We may have children, I don't know. I mean, if in 7 years' time or so we're living in a slightly bigger house with a young family, that would be nice. I mean, I don't want to pin all my hopes on it and nothing happens. We are quite old. I can see bringing up, say, teenage children when in your 50s might be a bit strange.
Go on then, Henry, get on.
Bruce and Penny had 2 sons, Henry and George. I mean, 7 years ago you were taking a bit of a pasting from them.
Well, yes, exactly, and that's, you know, if they sat on me now, I wouldn't be able to get up again. And in the second year, I was in rooms at the top of that staircase there.
Bruce and Penny took the boys away for a weekend to Oxford to see Bruce's old college and to watch their father play cricket.
It's just nice drifting along the river without making too much noise. You know, if you can see the old wildlife and so on, you come up on it unawares. Kind of thing.
Muddy water and a spider. Top.
Why don't you link up one? And one of you... I think it's more of a father-son thing to go along and watch and support. We always have lunch, then tea, and then a barbecue afterwards.
We're not very good at this, are we?
Ever since Cornwall, it was to be no more camping.
My heart's desire is to see my daddy, who's 6,000 miles away.
What happened between you and your dad?
I suppose a separation and a distance. When I was 14, I went out to Zimbabwe, and then later when he retired to England, we felt that there was a lot of distance between us and ground to make up. Okay. I think it's going to take quite a while. The boys are still young enough for us all 3 to fit into a small tent. I suppose it's a bit of dads and lads and getting to know each other and forming a relationship and so on.
I didn't want to leave.
No, that's not going to go anywhere. Okay, boys, what's that thing? They always come first. I mean, we've got our work and so on, so we'll do a variety of things with them. We'll do it later, dear. I'm off to play cricket. Bye-bye.
Is the forecast to rain tonight?
We're riding on your toes to go sideways. Come in.
When he was 7, Bruce was at boarding school. He went on to Oxford, where he got a maths degree.
You can show that this is irreducible. Then you do a transformation on this polynomial x equal to t plus 2.
After Oxford, he worked in the city for a year, then decided to teach. He taught in a state school.
General education is better for society, I think. There is a class society, and I think private schools may help its continuance.
At 35, Bruce took a sabbatical and taught in Bangladesh.
The straight line, yes, keep going.
At 42, he was back in the East End, as head of the maths department at a girls' comprehensive school.
Yeah.
At 49, we found him teaching at St Albans, an independent school.
In the early days, the school was in the Abbey,
going back to 948.
948?
Yes, so the head quite likes to say we're in our third millennium, you know.
So the school's over 1,000 years old?
Yes, in one form or another. Now you have to make x a subject to this equation. You've got to get x on its own. So what's the first thing we do?
Multiply both sides by...
Has it been a kind of compromise of political principles for you, this?
Well, I would say, you know, have 1 million angels in front of every teacher who's prepared to slog away at an inner city comprehensive. Make way, make way. This is somebody who's prepared to turn up each day and do that job.
Do your old friends give you a hard time about what you've done?
They certainly do. They absolutely do. They say, oh, you know, have we joined the Tory party, the golf club, the Masons, you know. I'm quite happy just being an ordinary maths teacher for the not many years that I've got left, actually. So I'm quite happy. I'm not ambitious now.
So do you enjoy watching cricket?
I can watch it for short periods. It's a sort of sport tax on Bruce.